Hello, this is Eric of Not BIOS, and right now you are listening to me on the Sennheiser MKH50. This is known as a studio microphone, and for more details, I've actually previously done some other videos on this particular microphone, and one thing I did is I found a proper fur muff for outside use. We'll be trying that as well as comparing to the Audio-technica AT4040, the Rode M5, the Rode Video Mic NTG, so the Rode NTG video mic, the SE Electronics SE8. How does this very expensive microphone compare to the competition? Well, I'll tell you right now. If recording a distance away, this might blow away the competition massively because we're going to try recording here as well as further away. That's where things really change. Now, to get things started, we're going to do a sound rejection test from different locations on this microphone to see how it is up front and behind and on the sides. But one thing I want to get to right away is real world. Mic test, 1, 2, 3, mic test. 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 This is a mic test as I go around the microphone. How is it picking up me? This is a mic test, testing underneath the microphone to see how it picks up. Still, this was a mic test today. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm just combing my fur muff for outside use because a lot of people don't show you can get one for outside. Now, I did a testing initially just for proof of concept to make sure it makes sense to spend 4 times more money than on a Rode fur muff. This one works nicely, fits perfectly. And this is the Rye Coat Softy. Yes, this comes with a comb. It even comes with a manual, which I threw in the garbage because I put it on the microphone and that's it. But let's do a quick mic test before we go outside. This is a test of the Sennheiser MKH50 with the foam muff on. This is a mic test of the MKH50 with the foam muff off. This is a test of the MKH50 with the windshield / fur muff attached to the microphone. How am I coming through? How am I coming through? How am I coming through? Now let's get outside with the fur muff and do some real world testing. This is a reverb test. You may think you're the best, but you're just a pest when you think you're the best. This area I am at is full of reverb, and this is a test of reverb untreated room, and this is very extreme, this situation I am doing right now. And right now I'm holding my Zoom F3 with a Sennheiser MKH50, as you can see right now. And my camera is just getting internal audio, and I'm going to line those two to get this together. And there's lots of reverb right here in this very untreated hallway, and sound bounces like no tomorrow. When it comes to untreated room reverb, this is probably the best result I've ever seen thus far. So great results with my little Rye Coat Softy. Now let's get out there, but before we do, I'm going to patch these buttons because you'll know that blowing on that gets airs through it. And all you do is put a piece of tape over the buttons or even use the shock mount to cover the buttons. You're welcome. Now let's get out there. Let's see. And of course, you can hear a lot less. And if I face towards again, what a difference, eh? And I also have a drain below me. Let's see if we can hear it. And that's the wind you see around me. So let's see how this goes. I'm not great at playing guitar by any means, but this is just a test to see if it can be done. Now let's get to the singing with chorus added first, and then we're going to sing and offset the sound while doing a dynamic range test. Now let's get on it. If I really like this, boom everybody, boom everybody, boom everybody, yeah. Boom everybody, boom everybody, boom everybody, yeah. Like this. It is now time to do a dynamic range test. Because you are the best. You go high and I go low. And that is what we know. For this test, I'm going to actually boost the volume. I'm going to normalize it as I move different distances, so you're not tricked into thinking which one's better quality sound. So you can actually hear how this microphone picks up tonal-wise no matter what distance I am. 2 inches away from the microphone. And now I am 8 inches away, about a foot and a little away, almost 3 feet away. How is this sound quality here to here? I don't know. The volume unchanged, so you can see how it also affects by distance away for volume drop off. So let's do this test. 2 inches away from the microphone. And now I am 8 inches away, about a foot and a little away, about almost 3 feet away. How is this sound quality here to here? I don't know. This is where you get proximity effect, where it sounds really deep. But this is just a test, you know. Here we can see there's a low cut switch right there, and I'm going to flick the switch while I'm speaking. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Did that low cut make any difference? Here we can see this microphone does have a low cut switch, and right now it's turned off, so let's see. Testing without low cut. Testing with a low cut. Testing with a low cut. Testing with a low cut. Ooh. And what happens when we talk up close? Ooh. And what happens when we talk up close? We can see here we have a dB pad, a decibel pad, and when I flick that, normally to -10, I can get more volume without distortions in the microphone, and my volume is probably likely to go down. So let's flick that dB pad and see what happens. And right now we flick the dB pad. Is my volume the same? I don't know. Let's try it again and see what happens. And now as my volume, I don't know. For this test, I'm going to use my own spoken lines to get an idea for how the microphone sounds, and I'm going to keep them at about this distance away initially, and then I'm going to go lower down on this chair. The point will be to find out how the quality is affected from distance away, because if you're doing video, you want to make sure you can at least have your mic a distance away, and I'm going to levelize, yes, I'm going to levelize the volume from here to down there, because there's no point in finding out the volume drop off when you can just simply crank up that volume in the first place. The point is finding the quality. Right now we are hearing the audio from the Rode NTG. When I had it set like the other microphones, I had to use a long cable and the audio was really, really bad in terms of audio hiss, especially when boosted. So right now I'm recording directly to my Sony ZV-1 at 3 out of 30 volume to reduce the sound of the self noise, and the Rode NTG is at 5 out of 15 volume to give it the best fighting chance of having low self noise. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. The fox with socks jumped into the box. His fur shone like the sun. When the fox runs, he runs down, down, down. Down, down, down the darkish hole. This is the Electronics SE8. Let's do a self noise test. Now let's listen to the silence. We are now listening to the Sennheiser MKH50. Let's do a self noise test and listen to the silence. Okay. This is the Rode M5. Let's listen to the self noise. We are now listening to the Audio-technica AT4040. Let's do a self noise test. Okay. Now let's listen to the self noise of the Rode NTG. Okay. One thing I found is if this mic sits around, the battery will drain and it drives me absolutely crazy. Not a microphone I like to use anymore, but of course it's sometimes nice not to have to get an audio interface. Now, if I wanted to get something really loud, like a really loud instrument, I might use something like the SE8 because it can go really, like you could have volumes of a rocket ship basically taken off. Well, this would distort a bit. However, The audio quality from this microphone is definitely superior to this. Another microphone that can handle a lot of sound pressure is the Audio-technica AT4040. For the longest time, I used this microphone in my studio here for recording, but it can get reverb a lot easier than this microphone. Great for is voice acting and spoken word and singing. You can be extremely loud. Beautiful mic, very natural, but this one is better, I think, for a studio type environment. If you're moving around much, this volume will change quite a bit, and that's where certain mics are better than others. As an alternate option with a similar noise profile, I'd suggest the Sennheiser MKH50, also reviewed here on this channel. It's much more affordable, but the one thing it does have is more self-noise. Not hugely bad, but definitely not as clean as this guy right here. This is probably the most silent microphone I've ever tested thus far, making it awesome if that's what you're looking for, that clean sound without any hiss whatsoever. Now, when it comes to what you should use for what, that is all dependent upon use case. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a most wonderful day.